Hey friends, welcome. I want you to think of a time when you were sharing something important with someone. Maybe you were feeling upset or excited and you really needed someone to listen. But instead, they were distracted, glancing at their phone or just waiting for their turn to speak. How did that make you feel? Probably unheard and maybe even a little dismissed, right? Yeah. Now, think about a different moment when someone truly listened to you. No interruptions, no distractions, just you and your story. Didn't that feel powerful? It did, yeah. See, because that's the impact of active listening, a skill that not only strengthens communication, but also creates genuine, meaningful connections with others. And here's the best part. Active listening is rooted in science, making it not just a nice idea, but a proven way to improve your relationships. So today I'm going to share some practical strategies for becoming a better listener. Whether it's with your partner, friends, coworkers, or even your kids, these simple techniques can make a world of difference. So let's dive in. Be fully present. Now, to be fully present means giving your undivided attention to the person speaking. In a world of distractions, phones, laptops, notifications, it's easy to become half-hearted listeners. But here's why presence matters. Research from the University of Rochester shows that when we give our full attention, we trigger the release of oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. Now this builds trust and strengthens emotional bonds. But you may ask, how do we do this? Well, it's simple, but not always easy. Put down your phone, turn away from your computer, make eye contact and use open body language. If you notice your mind wandering, don't worry. Gently bring it back to the conversation. It's about sending a clear message. I am here, and you matter to me. Listen without judging. So, listening without judging means putting aside your opinions, at least for the duration of the conversation. Even if you disagree, stay curious about the other person's perspective. Studies published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology reveal that judgmental listening increases defensiveness, while non-judgmental listening encourages more open, vulnerable communication. So, how can you do this? Well, focus on the speaker's words, not on forming your response. Use neutral phrases like I see or that's interesting. This doesn't mean you have to agree. It just shows respect for their viewpoint and that you were willing to hear it fully. Now, when someone feels safe from criticism, they are more likely to share openly, which deepens your relationship. Reflect back what you hear. Now, reflecting back is more than just repeating words. It's about summarizing the core message to show you understand. Now, neuroscience studies from Harvard's Social Cognitive and Affective Neuroscience Lab show that reflecting back activates the brain's reward circuits, creating feelings of validation and trust. So, you can try this by saying things like, what I hear you saying is, or it sounds like you're feeling. Now, this not only confirms your understanding, but also gives the speaker a chance to clarify. It's a simple act that can prevent misunderstandings and lead to clearer, more effective communication. Ask open-ended questions. Now, open-ended questions keep the conversation going and encourage deeper exploration of thoughts and feelings. So according to the Journal of Communication Research, these types of questions activate the anterior cingulate cortex, and this is the part of the brain responsible for empathy and complex decision-making. So instead of yes-no questions, ask things like, how did that make you feel? Or, what do you think we should do about this? And these questions allow for richer responses and show the other person that you are truly interested in hearing their thoughts. Respond empathetically. Now, last but not least, respond with empathy. And this means tuning into the emotions behind the words, not just the words themselves. Neuroscience tells us that empathetic responses activate mirror neurons in the brain, allowing us to feel the emotions of others, which fosters closeness and trust. Now, you can easily do this by saying things like, "I can understand why you'd feel that way," or "It sounds like that was really tough." But even if you don't fully agree with what's being said, validating the other person's feelings show that you care about their emotional experience. Now, active listening is more than just a communication skill. It's a bridge to better relationships. It's about being present, non-judgmental, reflective, curious, and empathetic. Science supports what many of us know instinctively. When we truly listen, we make people feel seen, heard, and valued. So, as you leave here today, I challenge you to apply these principles in your own conversations. It's a small shift, but it can have a big impact. Imagine a world where we all listened just a little more deeply, where misunderstandings were fewer, connections stronger, and relationships richer. And remember, the most valuable gift you can give someone is not your advice, not even your time, but your genuine, undivided attention. This power to transform your relationships is within you right now, through the simple act of listening. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I love this time we have together. It's my favorite time of the day when I get a chance to chat with you. And I can't wait until I get another chance to see you tomorrow. You are worth it, and you are amazing. I'll talk to you then. Take care.